Midway through the golden-lit evening, Anden stood quietly, his small figure dwarfed by the gentle presence of his parents in the living room. His bright blue t-shirt crinkled slightly as his confusion turned into a fragile sadness, his young mind grappling with a concept as vast as the universe. A gentle hand found its way to his shoulder, reassuringly warm. Tridon, 2 years old and clutching his stuffed puppy toy, looked on with innocent curiosity, his green onesie softly rustling with every movement he made. Their family's pit bull named Ruby, usually a source of joyous chaos in their home, was notably absent, and Anden's wide, probing eyes sought answers. Their mother spoke, her voice a soothing melody, as she began to carefully explain that their beloved pet had gone to a place called heaven. "It's a beautiful place," she said, her eyes locking with Anden's and Tridon's, "where our dog can run free and be happy, and play with other animals." The living room, filled with the sounds of kids' shows and the soft glow of lamps, seemed to hold its breath as these tender words wrapped around the brothers. Understanding confused, and realizing like the softest sunrise in Anden's eyes, he held the framed picture of their dog that his father had brought into the room, the edges of the photo worn from years of cherished touches. Tridon, sitting comfortably in their mother's lap, reached up and touched the picture with his tiny fingers, a gesture filled with innocence and an unspoken love and bond. As night fell, the scene shifted to their bedroom window. Anden, now in his cozy blue pajamas, knelt beside Tridon, who wore green pajamas dotted with tiny puppies. Together, they peered out at the starry sky. The night was calm, the world outside shadowed in calm and peace. Anden's voice, though soft, filled the room with a story about pets and heaven. The imagination of the brothers soared as they conjured images of their dog playing among rainbows and fluffy clouds. Anden's narrative was interspersed with Tridon's happy giggles, creating a comforting rhythm that eased the ache of loss. Their hearts, though tender and young, began to understand that their dog was in a place filled with endless love and joy. By the time the morning sun bathed their lush backyard in a golden glow, the family was ready for a new beginning. Anden, determined and clad in a red t-shirt and denim overalls, dug into the soft earth alongside his father. Tridon, enthusiastically holding a small watering can, wore a yellow polo shirt that caught the morning light. Together they planted a sapling in memory of their furry friend, the act of physical testament to love and remembrance. The small name plaque at the base of the tree shimmered slightly in the sunlight, bearing the name of their cherished pet. Their mother, standing close by, felt pride swell as she watched Anden and Tridon partake in this sacred act of closure. Then said, "Look, I think I see Ruby on the cloud playing." As they stepped back to admire their handiwork, the family momentarily lost themselves in the hope and love that surrounded them. Anden, his smile as warm as the sunshine, and Tridon, clapping in pure joy, echoed the unbreakable bond and resilience of true family love. Their parents, united in their support and compassion, knew that healing had begun, and their memories would always keep their hearts bound together.